Chelsea welcome Newcastle United to Stamford Bridge for the first of two meetings between the two sides in the space of the next 4 days. On Wednesday in the North East, it'll be a place in the League Cup quarter-final on offer, but today it's Premier League points which are at stake. Well, the Blues have been brilliant at home of late, only beaten twice here in a day short of a year, but having gone 2 games without a victory in the Premier League, are looking to get back to winning ways in the top flight this afternoon. Well, Chelsea show 2 changes from the previous Premier League game at Liverpool. Wesley Fofana returns from suspension, he's in for Tosin. The other alteration sees Pedro Neto come in for Jadon Sancho. Reece James starts a Premier League game at Stamford Bridge for the first time since November. The big news for Newcastle is that Anthony Gordon misses out with a groin issue. Harvey Barnes and Miguel Almiron return to the starting lineup. Jacob Murphy drops to the bench. Former Blues Livramento and Hall both start. Lovely turn from Nicolas Jackson, who can easily motor away from Burn. Madueke wants it and gets it. Up against Hall again, cutting in field to get the shot away, and he got it on target. But too close to Pope to truly trouble him.
Yeah, that's what makes Nicolas Jackson different from the rest, really. Brilliant doing this, going beyond people, driving up the pitch, and Madueke will be disappointed with that because it's a good sight of goal for him.
Oh, brilliant ball. Palmer, flag stays down for now. It's Cole Palmer! You know the rest. 1-0 Chelsea already. It's the main man again. Cole Palmer's 21st goal in 21 Premier League appearances at Stamford Bridge. Ridiculous.
It's a woeful attempt to try and stop the centre forward. It's just a little shimmy to the left and he spins Jackson and he's away. It's close, isn't it? Lewis Hall potentially the deepest of the Newcastle players, and the finish isn't perfect in terms of the strike.
When it's this close, I think you'd give the advantage to the attacker, but looking from that, it's not going to count. Stow into Palmer. Took it nicely. Oh, that's a great ball as well. Can Neto get there? He's got the touch and he's got away from Cher, and he's played it for Nicolas Jackson to put Chelsea 1-0 up. Fabulous breakaway goal, and Jackson scores against Newcastle for the 2nd season in a row. Neto put it on a plate for him, Palmer started the move, and Jackson did what Jackson does. Chelsea 1, Newcastle 0.
Well, let's get it right. It's a brilliant decision from Neto. He executes it really nicely and Jackson finishes it brilliantly. But none of that happens unless Palmer produces an incredible pass. It's sensational stuff. It's through the eye of a needle. It's weighted to perfection, the angle of it. Maresca just couldn't collect it in the 18-yard box there. Newcastle had half a chance. He gets turned, and then you don't expect that behind the right back. I mean, the weight of it is perfect. Attempt, share into the challenge, and then that's on a plate for Jackson. He's not going to miss that in the form that he started the season, but that from Palmer is just exquisite.
Cole took the free kick into Gusto. Here's Jackson. Could have come through to Palmer. It's broken out for Pedro Neto. Bang on target. Looking for his 3rd Chelsea goal here at the Bridge.
Yeah, he just needed to start it a little bit further out. Bends comfortably into the hands of Pope.
Now Isak, is he onside here? Brought it down nicely. Didn't have an angle for the shot. He cut it back for Barnes. Great bop for Fofana, then Tonali. Reece James in the way 2nd time round. Here's Livramento. Now Almiron. Didn't get the power he was looking for.
Yeah, read his intention. Sanchez, good positioning. Again, distribution poor. Brilliant block from Fofana amongst that, because Harvey Barnes probably thinks that he's going to score after that brilliant approach play from Lewis Hall.
Lavia snapping in, couldn't win the ball. Joelinton moved it on. Here's Barnes, Hall on the overlap. It's Hall's cross, Isak should make it 1-1 and does. Too easy that as far as Chelsea are concerned. Newcastle, as they've threatened to do on a couple of occasions, carving through the Blues back line. And Isak scores at Stamford Bridge for the second season running, and it's 1-1.
Well, they owe a lot of that to the athleticism and the drive of Tino Livramento from right back there. He's in the central midfield area here with 3 Chelsea players around him, but they're able to play through, manipulate the ball, and then the space has opened up. And Lewis Hall, as he's done so often in this half, I mean, there's a call for offside maybe twice in the build-up here, certainly from the finish from Isak. It was actually quite clever for Lewis Hall to put that little bit of loft on it. It was on the deck, maybe would have been dealt with. Certainly would have been dealt with, I think.
Goal given, 1-1. Caicedo, Neto wants it. Nice ball to him from the Ecuadorian. Neto skating along the pitch, again trying his luck, and Pope having to improvise a one-handed save. Getting closer, Pedro Neto.
It almost happened in slow motion, but I think he's just having to readjust. Neto, again, I think this is a good decision. Strong deflection. And yeah, he's going slightly left maybe initially, and then just has to make sure he covers the goal, gets that right arm across.
He's trying the flick. Didn't work, and Palmer's got it for Chelsea, and there's danger for Newcastle. Still going, Cole Palmer! Drilled it beyond Nick Pope and put Chelsea ahead. It's not one that the Newcastle keeper will want to see again, but it's a familiar story. It is 21 goals in 21 Premier League games at Stamford Bridge for Cole Palmer. Phenomenal numbers from an exceptional talent. 2-1, hardly any time gone in the second half.
Well, it's perfect. What a start to the second half, and it's just carelessness from Newcastle United. Isak gets dispossessed too easily. Lavia spots the pass, and then I'm just thinking, can Palmer just set Neto on the left-hand side for a first-time finish? He ignores him. He actually takes it into that space. So Neto's not going to receive the ball, and it looks like a goalkeeping error to me.
Madueke away from Hall. Decent cross as well, that. Pedro Neto off the post. In from Palmer. Jackson in there. Foul by Jackson. Chelsea close to getting a bit of daylight there.
Well, it's attacked really well by Neto, but it's great from Madueke. He gets joy against Hall, and he just puts in the perfect ball where Neto's going to be favourite over Livramento. Neto attacks it really well.
Game is far from one yet. Willock. Oh, and the header from Isak hit Reece James. And again, Chelsea get away with it.
And Chelsea caught out down this left-hand side. They wanted offside, but the line's poor. Willock gets in really easily. Makes a nice little run. Fafana it is who's playing him on. And again, similar to Isak a few moments ago, it's a great pick out. Digs out a nice cross, and Isak just doesn't get the connection. Should really score.
Well, Fafana hasn't got it to Sanchez. Isak's gone round him. Great chance for 2-2 here, and Moises Caicedo to the rescue.
Yeah, he does brilliantly. I'm sure there would have been a real frustration. Fafana's actually gone towards the referee. He feels that this is a nudge from Isak. I'm sure it would have been looked at. Sanchez a little bit hesitant, and then Isak looks like he's in control of the situation. Longstaff was the pass, wasn't it? He was arriving in support. Levi Colwell does well to hold him up initially, then Caicedo, brilliant.
Chelsea got it back though. Here's Nkunku. Just Palmer up there with him at the moment. Mudryk coming up to support as well. Here's Palmer. Back for Nkunku. No room for a shot. Palmer again. Here's Mudryk. Took up a great position and then hit it straight at Pope. Golden opportunity to win the game there.
It was lovely. Controlled play by Chelsea. Really good decision making. Had everything apart from the finish. It was a little under his feet, wasn't it, at the touch? Ball wasn't moving. Just had to kind of stab it goalwards.
And Willock has found some space here. Oh, and it's just over the crossbar, my word. That looked as though it was bound for the net from Reece James for a second. It goes down as a brilliant clearance instead.
Yeah, cements.
And Pope's in there challenging. It was Nkunku who got his head to it. And that is that. Chelsea hold on for a huge win to go 4th in the Premier League. Cole Palmer, the match winner on the day. His goal just after the restart proved the difference here. Players on the turf through exhaustion. Newcastle players surrounding the referee. Nicolas Jackson in the first half saw his goal cancelled out by Alexander Isak. Chelsea players put everything on the line to protect the lead given to them by Palmer. They win the first of the 2 games against Newcastle over the next 4 days. But boy, they had to work hard to get it, Sam.
Yeah, I mean, the league table looks great this evening. Big win, you can see from the players' reaction, the context of the week as well. A lot of travelling for the majority of the players, and that's going to be the case this season, and couldn't afford really another draw after the Palace and the Nottingham Forest result. So ahead of a big couple of games against Manchester United and Arsenal, that feels like a massive win, and hopefully continuation of what we've seen today, Wednesday in the Cup. But very good first half performance. Reece James outstanding, huge victory.
Chelsea with another win against Newcastle in the Premier League here at Stamford Bridge. Into the Champions League places for now. Final score at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea 2, Newcastle United 1.